Hey guys, this is Michael. I This topic came up out of thin air. I was just looking through, I think it was on Instagram, and I just so happened to see a couple of my people I'm following on Instagram who have OnlyFans accounts, and then I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine about how people shame people who are into like sex work, and how some people have like their nose up in the air, like, they're sex workers. I don't associate with sex workers. Like there's like this so like holier than thou type situation. Like, oh, you're a porn star. I don't associate with porn stars. I typically don't talk to them. Like they're beneath me. They're so gross and disgusting. I couldn't possibly talk to them. Like, that's how people sound when they talk like that. Like they sound like complete jerk offs. And for me, it's like you do watch porn, don't you? So I don't get it. And to be completely transparent, I was one of those people talking shit like when I was like 21, 22, like, you do porn? Or it's like, you're this, you're that. It took me a long time to evolve, so maybe some people are just taking a little bit longer, but I think that the idea of shaming people who are sex workers, that includes, taking sexy nude photos, being a sexy cosplayer, actually being an adult, doing softcore porn, doing hardcore porn, being an escort, yeah, all those things, like doing like amateur porn videos on your OnlyFans account, like all of that would be considered sex work, to be honest. And I feel like there are like people who make such a big deal about it because they like to feel like they're superior in some way. And they feel like, oh, well, I don't do that. So, or they say like, oh, it's so easy to be a sex worker. You just do this all day and, you make money. And on the very surface level, it appears that way. But me knowing the inner workings of how a lot of sex workers make money as far as like, posting pictures, doing photo shoots, all that stuff costs money to do. Like they're pretty much their own business and they treat themselves as such. So it's a lot of work to what they do. Like sex work is work. Like imagine having to actually have sex for 8 hours. I mean, yeah, some people say, oh, is just having sex on film is so easy. No, it's not. If you look at porn, like it's so choreographed. Like you can't just be having like you have to do certain angles for a certain periods of time, and then you have to like switch up, and you have to get hard for a long period of time, and you can't. You gotta take pills. Like there's a whole lot that goes into those 15-minute clips that we see. Like we just see the final product, and like, oh, you're just fucking for 15 minutes. That's so easy. I could do that. No, a lot of those shoots take like 6 and 7 hours to shoot one scene, and that's a lot of work. It's not easy. Everybody can't do it. If everybody could do it, everybody would be porn stars making money. But everybody can't. So, yeah, that's one aspect. And there's like, the cosplayers who do lewds and stuff, which is perfectly fine. I'm all down for lewds. Like, do it, post them, make your money, get your Patreon money, get your OnlyFans money, get it. I am totally down for you doing that. I don't like when other people who may be cosplayers pop up like, she only popular because she has a Patreon. She does lewd photos for her Patreon. I don't have to do that. My patrons pay for just my regular photos. Like, girl, get out of here. Like, move. Like, no one cares about your holier than thou attitude about what you decide to do with your Patreon. Like, people who decide to be, do sexy lewds and stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. Let them do it. People have to nut somehow. Like, people need to do that. So while you're sitting there shaming porn stars or sex workers, like you use sex workers on a day-to-day basis, and I don't understand the concept of shaming someone for something that you partake in. It's like shaming someone who's a chef, even though you have to go to this fucking restaurant to eat. Like, it's stupid. Like, I don't believe in doing that. Like, I would never shame someone for someone doing something that I need. Like, I watch porn a lot. I follow plenty of sex workers on Twitter and on Instagram, and I like their stuff. I comment, I say, hey, you're doing great, that looks hot, blah blah blah, like all that stuff. I try to like support as much as I can, and it's so hypocritical for you to sit there and knowing damn well you watch porn on a day-to-day basis, but yet at the same time you're gonna sit there and say, I'm so disgusted by this. Like, what? Get the entire fuck out of here, honestly. Like, get out, go somewhere, go to Mars somewhere, like, with that. And it's annoying. And it's not even this type of subject is not even specifically to gay men. This is gay, straight, everything in between. The whole spectrum of the rainbow gets involved in this. And I feel like a lot of people are on either one side or the other. Whereas I'm pro sex worker. I'm always gonna be pro sex worker. Like, once I got out of my head about it and started becoming so prudish, a lot of stuff from my viewpoints, a lot of stuff when I was younger was just basically because of my environment that I was in and just the people I was surrounding myself with, and a lot of them kind of felt that way, so I kind of like went along with it. But I've never had any real like issues with people who did sex work when I was younger. Like, I just kind of like went with but it's like, I don't know, like, I don't see a problem with it because it's a necessary thing. It's entertainment at the end of the day, and I don't think it's any less important than anything else we consume as far as entertainment is concerned. And they shouldn't be shamed for doing something that we enjoy, obviously, because if there was no one watching porn, then that would be a case on, okay, you're doing something nobody likes. But clearly there are millions of people who watch a lot of porn, a lot of different types of porn. Some that they watch they're not really proud to say they watch, but at the end of the day you still got a nut somehow. So I don't know, I just think it's dumb. Like, I don't shame anybody for having an OnlyFans account. If you have one and you're making money off of it, go ahead, do it. Get all of your coinage, all of them, every single penny, dime, and nickel that you get, do it, and pay your taxes, because you have to pay taxes because you live in America. But yeah, if you're a tax-paying, like, OnlyFans, like you have an OnlyFans account and you're paying taxes or however it works, I don't know if actually I wonder if their taxes up. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if sex workers actually pay tax. I think some of them do. I think it depends on how their whole, like, I guess, thing is set up. So I guess in some way, I don't know. But yeah, like, shaming sex workers is stupid. Like, you shouldn't do it. You got a nut somehow. I'm sure you watch porn too. You watch people on XTube. Another thing I hate is like people who sit there and like, oh, I'm not gonna support them. Like, why would you pay for porn when you can get it for free? Like, dude, like, don't be that trash. Like, yeah, there are a lot of places now that allow you to watch porn for free, but I feel like at some point you should at least try to support the people that's in them. If you have a favorite porn star, follow them on Twitter, follow their Instagram, like something, comment on something, like, do something, be proactive. If you're watching stuff for free on like Pornhub and XTube and MyVidster or whatever other site that has free porn, at least support your favorite sex worker. That's the part of this video. Support them. Whatever they decide to do, support them. As long as they're healthy and they are safe, let them do it and support them when they do it. So let's just stop shaming sex workers. Like, let's put that in the new idea for 2019 thing. Let's put the stop shaming sex workers in there, because it's stupid. It's so dumb. Like, we all got a nut somehow. They're helping us do it. Like, why would you stop them? Why would you say that's dumb? Like, another thing, like, people who say, I wouldn't pay for an OnlyFans account, or I wouldn't pay for someone's Patreon for some pictures. Well, that's you. Other people would, and that's fine. Like, let them do it. Let them do stuff that makes them happy. There's nothing wrong with paying for a Patreon. Nothing wrong with paying for somebody's OnlyFans account. Nothing wrong with paying somebody's, like, premium Snapchat. Like, let them do it. Like, if you're really into somebody, and a lot of times the people who are supporting them aren't doing it because they are lonely. Sometimes they just do it because they really enjoy this person, or they're really nice, or they're really sweet, or they're really attractive. Like, you know what? This is the way you eat. I'm going to help you. It's the same way if you were going to a restaurant and you decide to give someone a tip. Like, you're tipping them because, oh, we got great service. Let me give them a tip. Or you took a Uber. Hey, I'm going to give them a tip. It's the same concept with, you know, a Patreon OnlyFans account or a premium Snapchat. Like, you're just pretty much saying, hey, I appreciate what you do. I love it. I think you're hot or whatever, and I'm going to support you, monetarily speaking. So, yeah. All right, thanks for watching. I just had to get that off my chest, because I feel like that's been on my mind. I have so much stuff on my mind, but that was one of those thoughts that just would come up. I'm like, why are people just so ignorant about sex workers? Like, let them do their due. Like, I am totally down for sex workers. Like, do you're helping so many people out there. Like, you have no idea the type of, like, the impact you have. Like, I'm saying this, it sounds funny, but it's a real thing. Like, imagine if there was no porn in the world at all. Like, the only way you can have sex is if you actually had sex with people. Like, if you couldn't, like, if there was, like, no porn, like, anywhere. Oh, that would be so tragic. I don't know how it exists, because I kind of need porn every now and then when I don't want, like, when I don't want to be involved with a person, I want to still, like, have my sexual experience by myself. Hell, porn always there to help me. So shout out to all the porn stars that I do follow. Shout out to all of them that are on, all sex workers that I follow on IG. Thank you for doing what you do. We salute you here, and keep doing it.